I think seeing NCPA like this is incredible, to see the gardens with these pavilions. It could be anywhere in the world. It's been absolutely amazing and fantastic. The programming has been super thought-provoking, and I look forward to many more editions.
It's high time we've looked at pure architecture, pure cinema. There is a lot of art, cinema, architecture that can happen together, and this is that world.
It's been about being progressive, being equal in every way, whether it's your gender, your religion, or it's your way of thinking, or where you come from, what color you are, and all of that.
I think the installation is about, again, the core values of the preamble, and I think we want people to realize that for these values to remain relevant and remembered in all our sort of psychologies, it's important that we keep putting effort into it. So in this case, the effort is the means of pedaling. You keep pedaling and the lights will stay on the word, and you stop pedaling and the word disappears into the mass of alphabets.
So you have to sweat to make it happen.
Yeah.
In this typographic installation, we've worked with the word dialogue and created these massive letter forms which are scattered in this really interesting spatial way. And we want people to walk through it, sit on it, interact with it.
Water is a very exciting and a mysterious element in the universe. Apparently it has a memory, and it tends to get affected by our moods, by our thoughts, by our words. I thought I would give a sculptural ode to that mysterious element called water.
Building architecture in 3 days is not easy. We drew inspiration from the pandals which crop up like mushrooms in our cities. It's a space dedicated to nature, and there is no planet B.
This is only the beginning. I can't wait to see where this goes, and I'm really, really excited to be here with Rick to mark the first step of this journey for this festival.
We took an Indian architectural feature of a stepwell, rotated it on its axis, and clad it in reflective SS, so you get these multiple reflections, a multiverse of sorts, and hence the name Ananta.
It's helping me rethink how I want to work, how I want to document my work. Thank you so much, Stir, for bringing ADFF to India.
The space is wrapping itself up onto each other with changing frames of references, however, never ending.
My installation, which is titled Chromacosm, is an exploration of dimensional color. And it looks at multitudes, it looks at diversities and experiences that split our world and bring it back together.
We have a film installation that Simon and I did together with Sophia Smith, and it's called The Architect Has Left the Building, and it's a dual screen, huge encompassing installation. So it has a really important sound that Simon did, and the visuals are across 2 screens. It's really big, and it's kind of immersive, I suppose. And it's all about people watching. It's about watching people use space. It's not about architecture as some big sculpture. It's about how people interact with space after the architect has left. That's why we called it The Architect Has Left the Building.
It's a terrific initiative, because there is an intersection between these two things. Spatiality has a common language, whether it's cinema, whether it's architecture, whether it's design. So I think, conceptually this is a brilliant idea, and I think great that Sturt took this initiative.
So whatever I've seen up to now is really amazing for it. From the pavilions to the talks, to the movie that I just saw.
The team have done such a great job of bringing together so many disciplines, taking film as an art form, but intersecting it with architecture, design, many different conversations, and of course some amazing installations as well.
I'm here at this incredible, venue of course, but also a fantastic architectural film festival, and there are incredible movies.
जब तक आप भावा के अंदर पहुंचे, लोगों के होश उड़ चुके थे और लोग आर्किटेक्चर एंड डिज़ाइन फिल्म फेस्टिवल के दीवाने हो चुके थे.
It's wonderful to see a first time in a way that architecture, design and film coming together.
It was really nice to be here to interact with so many people who are so conscious of the relationship between architecture, design and cinema.
All the films are happening in a very, very lovely way. Pulling at different chords of emotionality and intellect and knowledge, and challenging us to think about architecture separately, differently, intelligence, emotion.
I really enjoyed the festival. I think it's something that Bombay really needs. I think that's the purpose of art, just to open up new spaces, literal and metaphorical, that we haven't seen before and never opened before.
The body of work that I'm going to show today, and what I hope passes off as art, is political work that in some way tries to change people's perceptions to particular things that happen in our everyday life.
The talent, the kind of talent that I can see amongst the young people is amazing.
I think both of them are deeply related to narratives and stories in the way people live. And I think that was the connection that drew me to cinema as a medium, through which one could explore the relationship of space, everyday life, desire, and of course architecture.
Everyone's in such a celebratory mood, so it's lovely, and everyone's smiling and welcoming. It's lovely.
It's just wonderful to have a film festival that focuses on design, architecture and art in this way. I think the city needs it, the country needs it, and it's just fantastic to see also the response that it's had. And this pavilion outside with all of the different architecture pavilions is just fantastic to see, and so interactive and playful and inviting, and just makes you think a lot more about your own environment.
Architecture and cinema have lived off each other because both of these are tools of many things, but also image making. It's about creating spaces, it's about creating worlds which have certain ideas which belong to people's lives, which shape people's lives, which tell stories, which have narratives around them.
I think it's finally about time, and I love that it's so interactive, and I think the venue they've chosen, NCPA, is just such an OG space for design. It really has, it's been magical.
Kudos to Team Stir, Amit and his team, to bring this to Bombay, to bring this to India, and create awareness among the community, the design community, for such a wonderful initiative. I think it's really, really a good place to be in.
It's been a remarkable experience these 3 days. It's only events like this that bring the whole community together in a peaceful way. Academic platforms were missing, and that's what has come now.
I think it's a fantastic initiative. I think this needs to get a lot more audience that it already has.
I think that what ADFF gets it very clearly is this kind of a double bind between cinema and architecture. And that is what I really thoroughly enjoyed about the whole experience of being here at the film festival.
We've had an incredible 4 days of films and design and beautiful installations animating the spaces here at the NCPA, and a very different crowd as well. This is a lot of people who are interested in architectural and design have come here over the past 4 days, and we couldn't be more happy about it and hope that this is just the beginning of something which is going to kind of not only be here in Mumbai and not only here at NCPA but across India as well.
Just an amazing time. The energy here in Mumbai was fantastic. The pavilions were super cool. The log talks were great, and we're really proud to show the films that we showed. 20 films, many talks after the films, and it was really thrilling and fun and delicious to be here in Mumbai. And we hope to be back next year.